Episode D is fun and exciting. In the end, we will see a wonderful story about the power of prayer. We begin with Dr. Khaled Montaser, who wrote a very important case. The washing machine in the bathroom wakes up the jinn, shakes the place, and leaves the child screaming Egypt's mind. The link disappeared in the first place. Comment. In the first comment, he posted the video dot of the R-Rams program on Sada El Balad. Her host is Tina. Rames will receive and advise you. Blash. They left the washing machine in the bathroom. Print comments. What I'm saying is that it came on the video. Nada Mahmoud hated it. So I will make the washing machine in my room next to the bed easier too, so that the people who are in the bathroom will know how to relax. No one knows their circumstances either. They may have a high school degree and there is no need, Abdul Monaim wrote. That's right, I woke up. You found the washing machine? Count the neighbors? Or Islam? You wrote, is there anyone who listens or makes the sound of the bathroom? Guys, this is true. She's right. By the way, there are people who take phones with them in the bathroom and hurt themselves. Hanan actually wrote, I work in a very small room dedicated to the washing machine and connect the water and drainage connections to the bathroom. I mean, the washing machine is not in the bathroom or in the kitchen. They separate room. Small with ventilation. And lighting a violin, and in the books of the queue, what do those who have no place other than the bathroom do? Do we dispense with the washing machine, throw it away and relax ourselves, or what? I mean, Muhammad wrote true and useful words for every 6 houses, and there are many people who are troubled by the jinn of the pigeon for not mentioning supplication, entering the bathroom and washing clothes, even late at night. And they hurt very badly, so they left the apartment and sold it to Yara. I wrote bathrooms now, not like bathrooms in the past. Guys, Ellie was a hole in the ground. The bathroom is now tiled like the rooms. It has a window and a hob. It is cleaned with disinfectants. It has a sewer and pipes for draining waste. The place is neither incomplete nor abandoned. Ashraf books. And what are you still working on? Exactly. The head of the washing machine investigation or what? Azza wrote, Dina Rames, it is a shame that you make a program. This woman hosts some peculiar talk. Atef Tayar, a writer, suggests adding something to the roofs. Lisa wrote, I have a bathroom that is healthy. This window ventilates well. Nabila blamed the listeners. Maha commented, I have a washing machine there for 30 years. Once it dries, something eerie happens. Dr. Khaled replied, Maha, show some mercy. Ahmed noted, my brother, be productive. Dr. Khaled responded with affection, advising him to seek spiritual guidance. Albir said, don't place it in the bathroom, maybe the bedroom or salon. Such dialogues in programs make me laugh and cry. Media personality from the intellectual decline of Samia Shafiq. Tabu's books, Sakan, what's his news? Dr. Khaled responded and told her that he must stay in Qatari. Suhaya wrote that he would put her in the bedroom. Magdi wrote that I had been carrying it for a long time outside the bathroom. Dr. Khaled responded to him and said to him, Sheikh, you reassured me well that you put her on the ladder. Do you see God's writings for you, Egypt? I can't find a comment. Seriously, Nevo wrote, what's over, people? Respect the jinn and stick to his sleeping times. They talk to each other and get discouraged appointments. Reportedly, no one should enter the bathroom initially. Rauf wrote, praise be to God, I have it in the kitchen. This jinn washing machine drove us crazy. Ahmed wrote that the washing machine in Al-Kantarin is well known, meaning Abu Samra wrote Mukta, beware of the washing machine next to the stove. They will bring you a forbidden microwave. Careful. Jamal wrote when I was visiting Libya, a young man told me that Arif Gaddafi had in his hand a ring belonging to our master Suleiman. I asked, what do you mean? The genie will mock and strike Israel? I went to another Arab country, the Gulf. When a young man told me that the Sultan was wearing a ring belonging to our master Suleiman, I only laughed and told him that they would continue to steal from Gaddafi. Samia wrote that all my life I would put the washing machine in the bathroom and nothing would happen. Dr. Khaled responded to her and said to her, "Take care, Samia, the jinn will upset him with you." Dika wrote, "And the sink next to the stove because of the divorce." Dr. Khaled responded, "Sativ, Marcel. I also wrote that I would let the jinn spread, apply and cook. My friend saw it. Yusri is a writer." Look, Dr. Khaled, you're supposed to know the mood of the genie living in the bathroom. He likes silence and only likes to hear the sounds that are made when defecating. For him, it is one of Beethoven's symphonies on the psychology of the genie living in the bathroom. Dr. Khaled responded by saying, "Thank you for this brief explanation. Al-Wafi Muhammad wrote an objection to any of you. The jinn lives in bathrooms and washing machines. When they work, it disturbs him and disturbs his sleep, especially if they are regular washing machines and not automatic ones. We are supposed to demand the circulation of automatic washing machines and the cancellation of regular washing machines. And the jinn's cousin sleeps if we do not disturb him." Dr. Khaled responded to the cue. "Dryers, Fadwa, what else did you write?" Really far from jokes and terrifying comments. We have strange ignorance and delay. Every word this woman said, right? Our religion recommends it. By the way, the washing machine actually makes noise in the bathroom, and talking in the bathroom is something we hate. And we are supposed to not shower anyone, even in the bathroom or in any word, because this is a big and true mistake. Any clothes are in the bathroom. Are you kidding? Can't we hang up clothes and put them back on? 10, right? And whoever betrays the commandments of his religion, not a broadcaster. What are you kidding me? You are really oblivious, even in the simplest matters. What do you think of all this being said? Share us in the comments. On the other hand, Dr. Khaled Montaser published a picture of videos behind each other. He saw it on the internet on a subject with the provision of gathering the wife. In one bed, all the elders were afraid of them. Muhammad bin Saleh al-Asimiyin, Salman al-Farraj, and the fatwas of those established in science, Faisal al-Zawiya, Abu Fawzan, At-Tawheed Da'wah channel, and everything, fatwas and rulings. And from you we benefit, and the fatwas of the people of science, As-Saqqad and Al-Nada satellite channel. Everyone talked about this topic. What is the university ruling between two wives in one bed? Dr. Khaled commented on everything that is on YouTube and wrote while we were in the atmosphere of the Nobel Prize, whose most important prizes went to research related to engineering. Genetics. We must be proud of our scientists who also deserve a Nobel Prize for their research related to sexual engineering, as our distinguished scientists reached the evacuation to solve the problem and dilemma of a husband sleeping between his wife. On one bed, which is a scientific problem, if you know, great and of great importance, because it contains an accurate determination of the scientific conditions, of course. And how do you know the differences, merits, and diversity of those conditions? May God bless our distinguished scientists and their success in preserving them. Regarding bed cleanliness, Ahmed inquired, "What's your exact concern?" Like that, uncle? Sit for 2 minutes with yourself like this. Recite the morning remembrance or pray the prayer, and do not see anything that will benefit you in your afterlife, man. Dr. Khaled responded to him. The post said, "It hurt your thoughts, didn't it? I knew the scientist whose meat is poisoned. The important thing is that you get out of the prison of memorization and talk that they stuff into your brain. And the victims' brains. May God bless you with this brain. Use it. Is it not an accessory? By the way," Fias wrote after that, "I passed into the custody of God." Dr. Khaled responded to it, and other members. Dr. Ashraf naturally wrote that when you post a criticism of Islamic law, you will find many Christians criticizing you, not out of love for it or for your enlightened ideas, but just because you criticized a religion, other than his religion. And the same thing if you post a post criticizing something in the Christian religion, you will find Muslims. A lot of people also come in and treat you. This gives you the impression that you did not have an audience. But unfortunately, this is an audience based on hatred and non-acceptance of others. Why is it not a real audience? Then, if you brought the titles of the videos, which are the same question, but you did not bring an answer to any of them regarding the permissibility of pornography, and because you are also dependent on people being too lazy to search, everyone will infer the answer from just the question. Dr. Khaled responded, "Genius. The danger is not in the danger answer, in the preoccupation and passion with those subjects of the brokers of heaven, the most dangerous. We believe they are scholars. You are my real estate. There is no talk. I preferred you. Atef Kitab. I see, doctor, that the fault is not with the sheikhs at all. The fault is with the people whose brain was handing over their families to the sheikhs, and he became the one who thinks about him and walks his life in the smallest details of his life, including entering the bathroom, sleeping on the left side, or the mother, and the way he sleeps with his wife. And how does he eat, and even how does he walk, and how does he sit?" The question we need to ask is really what has reached people. So, it eliminates its final brain as if it were an accessory, as I said, doctor, even though the jurisprudential rule says that everything is permissible, when God forbids it with a clear text, meaning there is no doubt about the prohibition, and we also do not say what is forbidden between what is permissible. Then what makes life so complicated? Dr. Khaled also published this photo and comment by Ahmed Kateb so that we know the religious ordeals and religious obsession, to what degree it has reached in the famous Republic of Kandahar Morstan in the Egyptian Ministry of Education. This virtuous teacher wears the niqab because she fears for the children from sedition. Of course, her sedition is because she sees herself as a sedition, upright. Even on children who have not reached the dream, they have no assignment. What will you teach them, other than what's in her brain? Between the lines, the child grows up and is accustomed to the fact that the niqab on a woman's face is a normal situation, and he is surprised if they are not veiled. This is the main goal. Education is penetrated, gentlemen, officials, government, and creator on the other hand. Ismail Hosni wrote that some Muslims are imitating the Jews, Judaizing Islam, and following the Israelis by wearing the niqab despite the consensus of Al-Azhar sheikhs. It is not an obligation, nor a sunnah, nor desirable. And although the messenger warned us and advised us to violate the Jews also civilly, a picture of the Sheikh of Al-Azhar, Sheikh Ahmed Al-Tayyib, was published saying that the niqab is a heresy, and the Jewish custom of concealing one's identity is a danger to the security of the homeland and the people, and the Sheikh of Al-Azhar decides. The ruling on wearing the niqab is neither individual nor desirable. I appreciate the comments. The one above is not the words of the Sheikh of Al-Azhar, but the one below is about his religious opinion on the union, and that it is not an obligation, nor a sunnah, nor does I have a religious advantage. These are his words from 2008. They always say that a civilian has responded, but this security sharpness is new. It is concealment of identity and danger. Fadi, I wrote, by the way, he said this a lot and took it once in Ramadan. Muhammad did not believe and said to Fadia, "Can I have the video, please?" I found a video clip on YouTube in the country, and in the video clip it was written that the Sheikh of Al-Azhar decides the ruling on wearing the niqab, which is neither an obligation nor a sunnah nor desirable. The Grand Imam added in an interview with him on one of the programs that it is permissible for women to wear it. A woman may take it off according to her circumstances, but who wears it? Do not say, "I wear it according to Sharia law. This is the difference which takes it off." Do not say, "I take it off because it is Sharia law for me to take off the money." And the Grand Imam stressed that a woman's wearing the niqab is out of adornment, saying, "It is just like wearing a ring or taking off a ring, and I will wet it, because it is out of adornment, it is out of the ordinary, out of the permissible. There is no order, no prohibition, no reward, and no civil punishment. Published. Mahmoud Osama lives in front of me, a Sudanese left behind, hoping for children by saying that he does not intend to return to Sudan. He said no, it is difficult. Life in Egypt is beautiful and there are no wars either. This post published by the doctor raises controversy and says that the popular eye is not limited to men in paradise and women as well. This means that a man will have the popular eye of women and women will have the popular eye of men. They found a video of this doctor from his page and from his Facebook account, Dr. Saeed Hassan, graduate of Bird of Science, Arabic Language and Law, PhD, Dar of Science and Ethnic, Master's Degree, American University. Let's go back to the story I told you about in the first place, about the power of prayer after 15 years of marriage. Finally, God blessed them with a beautiful girl, and he struggled at the time of relief after a long life of patience. But the girl was born with a congenital defect and could not hear or speak. They went to many doctors inside and out of the country for 2 years to no avail. The father surrendered to reality and despaired of medical intervention in his daughter's condition, and his pregnancy increased after the mother's death only 1 year later. The father did not say anything and was determined to learn sign language to teach it to his daughter so that he could communicate with her, and he was determined to stand behind her. In order to succeed in her life with her obstacles, his weapon was faith in God, patience and perseverance. He divided his time between his company and his daughter's education, and days passed, and his daughter entered medical school. To become a doctor specializing in nose, ear, and throat, she earned a master's and doctorate, and from excellence to excellence she invented and came up with a new treatment that could treat children with a similar condition, and she became the talking point of many journals interested in research. Medical conferences and conferences held in the countries of the world. She received many honors and awards for her achievements, and she traveled to lecture abroad, and her father helped her. She was pointing with her hands as he said the words with his voice. She tried to find an assistant instead of her father in appreciation of his fatigue and support, but he refused. Determined to be with him, she in turn refused to marry so as not to distance herself from her father and so as not to be disrupted by her scientific and research career. The father prayed every day fervently and loudly in the house that contained them, never getting tired of thanking God for using his daughter for the good of others. Despite his daughter's success and the world's stories about her, he prayed, "Does it satisfy you? O Lord, the one who restores the children's hearing, will she herself not hear? I know you made it up to us, and she's still better than 1,000,000 listening. But I am confident in your wonder." His daughter entered him and spoke to him by gesture, and we had her signs that she had been seeing him in the same way for many years. "What do you all say? God saying to him will make you happy and increase your success." She pointed out to him that this is what you say to him every time, but my feeling is that you are saying something else. He replied, "I'm afraid. I say, I was hurt. So I determined that he was saying. So I determined that he was telling her what exactly is he saying to our Lord. So I told her that he was holding back his tears, and she said to him, I will tell you something, but promise me that it will not change. I need you to accompany me in lectures and in the work you do with me." So she opened it and said to him with a shudder, "I have been listening and speaking for 5 years. Her father was confused and in tears. His smile sank, and he hugged her and told her that it was true. Yes, it was true. As you have treated thousands with your knowledge, you had to treat yourself with a laugh, and you told him that it was useless. The issue had to be resolved when I was a child. I am the one who cured me of your prayers, the strength of your faith, your persistence, and your struggle with. our Lord and your insistence on what you want. He said to her, "Why don't you make me happy?" From her watch, she answered, "Because if I had told you at that time, you would have left me giving lectures alone, and I was used to, if you were my voice, you would stop asking God forcefully, and I was the first thing I heard, and every day I heard it was the tone of your prayer and the strength of your request." She hugged him and said to him, "We will continue as we are." He answered her, "No. Of course, all people must know about this miracle." She said to him, "Did you promise me? Then what I am achieving in you is the greatest miracle, and I do not want anyone to hear my voice but you. I just told you to let you know that as tired as the years were, I found him, so also the years of prayers were not wasted." The father responded to his daughter's desire and continued their journey together. And God extended a life that was indebted to the father until he completed the age of 90 while he was on his deathbed. The last word he said to her was, "I will leave you. You know that I have never cursed you, but this time it was against your will. My commandment to you is that you tell the whole world the story of your miracle and kiss her hands and tell him it is present. I promise you that I will tell people that you are the greatest father. I have called you because you answer me. God, incline your ears to me and hear my words in verse 17, and let the name of the Lord be glorified." If you like the video, I hope you subscribe to the channel and do the bell to reach you all new, and share with us comments. Heartfelt thanks to fans and followers.